What's up, y'all? Alright. I want to talk about the Matrix today, this morning. And if you guys are noticing patterns. So, pretty much with me, I'm like hyper aware to a lot of shit naturally. I've always been this way my whole life. And it's a gift and a curse because you know how they say ignorance is bliss. And it's blissful because you're just simply not aware to everything going on, you know what I mean? But when you are aware to everything, if not almost everything going on around you at all times, then it's you know what I mean? You're not really enjoying yourself a lot of the times. A lot of the times you just find yourself trying to avoid, these situations, these inevitable situations you can logically, put together. So I'm gonna talk about my patterns that I'm noticing, and then in the comments you guys can put some patterns that you guys are noticing. So a lot of it, in my opinion, has to do with energy. I noticed that whenever, if not every time, I I focus my energy into doing something that whatever I'm focusing my energy into, there's always some sort of interference. So, and a big thing with me is I'm an ambivert, which means I got a little bit of introvert in me and a little bit of extrovert in me. But who I am and who I've grown to be really, I like um I like being alone. And I don't like being alone because I like being alone. I had to grow to like to be alone because I've been alone my whole life. You know what I mean? I really like. I really don't have any type of family. Only have like a handful of friends, if that. You know what I mean? So I've been, it's hard for me to make friends because I'm an actual real person, and I like to talk about real shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't talk about closed-minded. I don't make small talk with people. If I'm gonna talk to somebody, I'm gonna see what they're about. I'm gonna test their open-mindedness. You know what I mean? But going back to what I was saying, I just prefer to be alone because that's just how this universe shaped my path so far. So that's a big thing with me. I don't like people being in my way. So I'm noticing this pattern that every single time I put my energy into doing a certain task, there's always interference. For example, right? And mind you, I'm always logical and I always think of the first thing I always think of with a lot of shit that goes on is what are the odds of this happening? You know what I'm saying? I always say to myself, what are before anything else, what are the odds of this happening? You feel me? So, for example, I give you basic shit, and to you guys, it might sound silly, and you might think I'm just complaining, but this shit affects me because it happens almost on a daily basis, and it's really fucking annoying and frustrating after it happens pretty much every fucking day of your life, and you're aware of it. So, something basic. I'll go to the trash can. I live in apartments, but there's rarely anybody ever outside. You know, only time people are really outside is at nighttime when a lot of people are coming home and parking their cars and then going inside. Or when the school gets out and there'll be like kids outside playing for a little bit. Other than that, there's not people outside hanging out, talking. No, everybody's in their house, you know, watching TV and whatever the fuck they're doing, their program, whatever they're doing. And I'm okay with that because I like it quiet, you know what I mean? But I'll say, okay, I need to go throw this trash in the garbage can outside. And that's what I'll focus my energy on. So follow me. That's where I focus my energy. That's where I put my energy. My energy will be focused on, okay, my energy will be focused on my path directly to the garbage can, throwing my trash in the garbage can, and then my path directly back to my house, right? That'll be my path. And that will be what all my energy is focused on, right? So as soon as I walk outside my house, as soon as I'll go outside and I'll walk towards the garbage can, and out of nowhere, out of thin air, a person will appear and they're throwing their trash out too. So first thing I say is, okay, what are the odds that me and this other person is throwing our trash out? What are the odds of this person throwing their trash out at the same exact time I'm throwing my trash out when no one's ever outside? And where did you come from? You just appeared out of thin air. And going back to like what I said I hate when people are in my way. You know what I mean? So like I'll be walking there and then the person will be like dead ass in my way. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's happening right now. It's happening right now. Good morning.
Yeah, rewards card?
Oh yeah. Wow. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm probably going to go that well.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day, huh?
You too. Okay. Yeah, I don't like talking to my phone around people. I'm that type of person. But yeah. So I just try to logically figure out what are the odds of this person. You know what I mean? It's like when no one is around, I can see the garbage can. I'm walking towards the garbage can, and then this person just appears, right? And they're in my way. They're I'm gonna just say this now because I know I'm gonna forget it. It's like my conscious is manifesting the things that I don't like, the things that I hate, the things that bother me, my pet peeves. It's like they're manifesting through my consciousness. It's the craziest shit in the world. I'll give you another example. I got two dogs. When I walk one of my dogs, and he's a puppy, I just got him. Well, I'll tell you about my other dog. I got two black Labradors. One of them is about to be 3, right? His name is Chauncey. So whenever I take him outside to go to the bathroom, um, there'll be like nobody around. There won't be anybody around, right? And then when I get to the spot that I'm about to take him to go to the bathroom, there'll be nobody around, right? And then after he goes to the bathroom, I have to put the leash down on the floor to clean up after him. And at that moment, you know, I tell him to sit down, and he has to sit down. Like I don't have any control over him. I just have to hope that he obeys, you know what I mean, my command. Every single time. I'm going to say a lot of fucking, more than, way often, like so often, there'll be no one outside while I'm walking him to the spot I take him to the bathroom. There'll be no one even near me when he's going to the bathroom. But when I put the leash down and I'm not in control of the situation anymore and I'm vulnerable, that's when a person randomly and suddenly, just out of thin air, once again, out of thin air, I'm telling you, I look around 360, nobody around me, randomly, suddenly just appears out of thin air with a dog. With a dog, not just by themselves. Because my dog doesn't, see, so I'm going to tell you this. A person appears out of thin air with a dog. When that happens, my dog gets excited and runs after the fucking dog. And my dog's not aggressive or nothing, but he gets excited, he wants to go play. You know what I'm saying? So he'll just run away and drag the leash with him, and I'm sitting there trying to pick up after him. You feel me? And you can't understand how frustrating that is. That people just appear out of nowhere when you're the type of person that just hates when people are in your face, especially when you're just trying to perform a simple task, right? And it's just like, wow. Like, I walked all the way over here, there's nobody outside. My dog is going to the bathroom, there's nobody around me. As soon as I put the leash down and the dog is capable of, the dog is vulnerable, right? As soon as I give up control over the situation, right? That's when a person just appears out of thin air right? And it triggers my dog, and just brings chaos to my life for that moment. like like once again, y'all might feel like I'm bitching, but it's like if that happened to you every day or every other day, when you're just simply trying to walk outside, walk your dog, come inside, and you got to deal with that bullshit, that random unexplainable bullshit every day of your life, you feel the same way. I'll give you another example. I don't know why, but for some reason, people always in my face, and they always like copying me. I'm being dead serious with you. People are always in my face, and people are always copying me. And I don't know if these are people, real people. I don't know if these are drones or androids or reptilians, or I don't know. I don't know what species these people are. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. I really don't, because it's just not natural behavior. I personally go out of my way to, I personally go out of my way to avoid human contact a lot of times. Cause I just genuinely don't fucking like people, man. And the people I do converse with, they either gotta be on my same level, my same wavelength, my same frequency, for us to actually have a meaningful, a healthy interaction. You feel me? So my neighbors, right? I have neighbors that live underneath me, and it's like an old couple. These motherfuckers are like in their 60s, right? So so I don't know why. I don't know how it's possible. Da 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 da. Way too often. I want to say 9 times out of 10. I want to say 8.5 times out of 10. I live upstairs. They live downstairs. Every fucking, almost every fucking time I walk outside my house, they walk outside their house at the same time. Almost every time I'm coming home and I'm walking to my house, they're walking towards me to their car, or they're walking in the house too. But they're in my face, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, another example. These people live underneath me. There's 4 apartments or 4 houses, you know, in one apartment set up, right? So you got 4 families, you got two people at the bottom, 2 people at the top, and one apartment set up. I don't know what it's called. Here we go. Another person in my face. It's like literally 5 o'clock in the morning. This is what I'm saying. So anyway, um, um, so my neighbors that live on the right of me, they live upstairs and they live on the right of me or whatever. They have they have a husky. They have a dog too. He's probably the same age as my dog. And I got to go back to that. That's another thing. Almost every fucking time I grab my dog and walk my dog to go down the stairs and take him outside to go to the bathroom or whatever, it's like they run after me and run outside too with their dog to do whatever they're gonna do with the dog. I'm not bullshitting you. There's times when I'll be, I'll be asleep all fucking day. And the one time I go out the house all day to walk my dog or whatever the case may be, that's when they'll walk outside at the same time. I mean, I'll walk down the stairs with my dog, and then I'll look behind me. I'll just turn around, and they're just standing. They're just standing at the door with their dog, and I'm just like, what are the odds of that? What are the odds that one time during the day when I'm walking outside to walk my dog, you walk your dog at the same exact time? Do you hear me coming down the stairs and you're following me? You feel me? Like, you know? You know what I mean? It's just not organic. It's not natural. You know what I mean? And this is just how I think. I try to figure shit out, and like 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 the big homie said, he said when he can't figure something out, it make him mad frustrated. And it's the same thing with me, because I'm a Taurus, I'm an Earth sign. So when I'm logical, and when something doesn't logically make sense, I can understand emotion. I can understand that people are, weak mentally. You feel me? So I can understand when people are coming out of somewhere, out of emotion. They just bitch made by default. But when I try to break something down, and I can understand that logically, but when I try to break down something logically and it doesn't make sense, I'm just like, I get pissed off. When something's unexplainable and something's personally affecting me, I just get pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, these people like always in my face. Another thing, when I park, like I was going back to what I said people copy the fuck out of me. Where I park, big ass fucking parking lot in the apartments I live in. Big ass parking lot. When I first moved here, where I parked, my neighbors didn't park, right? Give it a couple months. My neighbors start parking both their cars right next to my car. Why? I don't know. I'm not cool with them. I don't speak to them. I purposefully don't be buddy with my neighbors, because I don't want them to think we cool. I don't want them to fucking look at me and think, you know what I mean, they can talk to me. Like if they have an issue with me, they can talk to me. No. That's you know what I'm saying? I don't want my neighbors to feel like, oh, if I do something that annoys them, that they can say something to me. No. When you pay rent, when you pay somewhere, when you pay to live somewhere, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Nothing crazy, but you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do if you're paying to live somewhere. So I don't give a fuck what annoys you. If I'm allowed to have my dogs in this apartment, you know what I'm saying? And my dogs are making noise, which I don't let them, but if they happen to make noise, I'm playing with them a little bit. You know what I mean? In moderation, and they making noise, fuck you. Move somewhere where they not allowed to have dogs. If you don't, the majority of people that live in the apartments that I live in, they live here because these are the only apartments where you're allowed to have dogs. You feel me? So that's why the majority of people over here have dogs. When you see them, they have dogs. But I fucking forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay. So yeah, 3 to 6 months while I moved here. When I moved here, I parked in my little area, in my little spot, because I'm different. Like I said, I like being isolated, being alone. I park in my spot away from everybody, right? Away from everybody, right? 3 to 6 months later, my neighbors are parking both their cars right next to mine. Right? So I said, okay, I'm noticing this pattern. I don't know what you guys are up to. I don't know what you're trying to I don't know if you're trying to be buddy. I don't know if you're trying to fucking be on top of me on the way when you go to your car or when I go to my car. I don't know. I don't want no parts of that shit. So I moved my car in a different parking spot. Right? Move my car completely in a different parking spot. 2 months later, parking both of their cars right next to me again. I think that happened one more time. I mean, I moved my car. I parked my car in three different parking spots, and I've only lived here for like a year. Because people, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know why people do it, but they just want to be on top of me for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like I really don't know. And I know I'm like it might sound like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to fucking give you guys like a real fucking vivid description of what the fuck I'm going through and the patterns. And it's unexplainable. Why are you following me and following where I park my car? Why? What do you want to fucking like be my friend or something? Why don't if you want to be my friend, why don't you say something? Why are you stalking me? You feel me? And yeah, I mean, another example, right? I never really wake up early in the morning, right? I never wake up early. I usually wake up at 12 or after 12, right? But when I do wake up early on days like today, I want to get breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Cuz I never eat breakfast. So, yesterday, and not even just yesterday, this is like the second time it happened. I go to I go to the spot and I get Taylor ham with cheese, right? It's a fucking deli, bro. It's a deli, right? All they do is make Taylor ham and cheese all fucking day, bro. That's all they do. I go to the deli yesterday because I got woken up mad early, right? I go to the deli. Oh, our grill is broken. We can't make the Taylor ham with cheese. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, how is that fucking possible? You know what I mean? I'm like, the one day I wake up early to come get a raggedy ass Taylor ham and cheese. That's when your grill is broke. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Okay, follow me, cause I'm going somewhere with this. Follow me. Oh, I walked to the store, but I could have drove. Yeah, of course my phone's about to fucking die. Yo, when I first went live, I had 90% on my fucking phone, dude. My phone talking about some it's on 20%. Yo, I'm done with iPhones, man. I'm completely fucking done with iPhones. Piece of fucking shit. So let me wrap this shit up. So after I go there to get the Taylor ham and cheese, and they say, "Oh, um, we our grill is broke." I go, I notice shit. I notice snowballs, right? I notice when I'm being fucked with, right, by the universe or whoever, right? So I say, you know what? I'm gonna just take it in stride. Let's see how far this rabbit hole goes, right? So I go to another deli right down the street from there, right? And then these motherfuckers say, I'm like, do you have any Taylor ham? It's a deli, mind you. It's a deli. You know what I mean? This dude says, oh, we ran out of Taylor ham. Okay, how are you a deli and you run out of Taylor ham? You feel me? So, first place, the grill is broke. Second place, they ran out of Taylor ham. Both delis, mind you. Okay, so I go to a third place. I'm like, let's go down the rabbit hole because that's what I am. Like, I'm like, if the universe is gonna fuck me, I want to see how long and how hard it's about to fuck me. You feel me? Pause, but it's a fact. Go to this third deli. Da 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 da. They end up having Taylor ham. Da 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 da. I ordered a Taylor ham, had to wait like 15 minutes for a fucking Taylor ham, right? Get in the car, open it. This shit, I waited all that time for the Taylor ham, right? The Taylor ham was pretty much raw on the sandwich. So you so you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it's like a bad dream, right? When you're trying to run or do whatever you're trying to do to just get where you're going, right? And then move on to the next thing, but you just can't. The dream just won't let you. You feel me? And that's exactly what happened. I did all that to get a Taylor ham and cheese, right? And what did I end up with? A raw, a pretty much raw fucking Taylor ham sandwich for no fucking reason. For no, it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. You know what I mean? So, like I get up on YouTube and I make videos, and a lot of times when I go live, I'm laughing and I'm happy and I'm trying to show love and everything. But like a lot of times, man, like this universe be fucking with me on such an extreme level and such a frustrating level that like, you know, it's just really fucking hard, man. You feel me? And I just want to know what patterns you guys are going through. You know, if you just think about it, when you focus, I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I'll probably make a part two, but just think about it. And I doubt anybody made it this long in a video. If you made it this far in the video, say what I want you to say. Uh, if you made it this far in the video, say Tim Tang Chicken Wang. If you made this far in the video, say Tim Tang Chicken Wang. But anyway, focus on your energy. Pay attention to your energy for one day. Focus on your energy. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? What are you about to do? What task are you about to perform? Focus on your energy. Think about your path. Think about how that task should go if it were to go perfectly. And then perform that task. And while you're in the midst of that task, continue to think, okay, is this task going perfectly? Is anything trying to interfere? Is anything trying to feed off my energy? Is anything trying to uh make this task annoying or frustrated to me? You know what I'm saying? And just think about that. I really want you guys to think about that, and I really want to hear what you guys have to say because I feel like this shit is really a matrix, man. And I feel like whatever the fuck this shit is really feeding on your energy, and this whole entire shit could possibly be your conscious manifesting, you know, this shit you hate the most about this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The shit that just all the negative shit that you don't like or fuck with, your conscious is manifesting. You know what I mean? So, yeah, focus on your energy. So, just say you go into the store to buy some bread and come back. That's what you're doing today, right? You think about your path to the store, your path, what you got to pick up in the store, your path back home. It should be nobody should be in your face. Nobody should be giving you a hard time. Your bread should be there perfectly, right? They shouldn't be like, "Oh, your bread is out of stock," right? And you come home. It shouldn't be any traffic, or if there is normally traffic, it'll be traffic. You know what I mean? Pay attention to what's in the ordinary and what's out of the ordinary. You feel me? Really pay attention to shit like that, because that's honestly, like, it's like I said, it's a gift and a curse, but that's how you ascend when you're hypersensitive or hyper aware to your surroundings at all times. You feel me? And let me know how that go for you guys. You know, do you feel like something or some entity or whatever it may be, do you feel like it's feeding off your energy? Do you feel like your conscious is manifesting, you know, certain situations? Um do you feel like this whole shit is like a simulation? Do you feel like it's an illusion? You know, why is it that, you know, why is it that there's so many evil people that are in power and regular people we out here begging for nickels and dimes? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? It's like this entire, you know, this entire fucking realm reality, whatever it may be, is upside down. You feel me? And nothing makes sense, man. If you just stop and take a moment and just examine everything that's going on around you and in pop culture and entertainment and politics and you know the food, nature, everything is completely fucked. You know what I mean? Nothing is organic anymore. Nothing is natural. And you know the psychosis says no one cares. No one wants it to be that way. God, just for a quick example, God gave all these females out here, these wannabe queens, right? He gave all these females out here eyelashes. What they do? They go to the store and buy some. They put the skunk fur on their face and look absolutely retarded. You feel me? You could be walking around with skunk fur, right? Or some fucking, you know, some animal's fucking testicle hair. You don't even know what you're putting on your face and your eye. You could get pink eye from that. You get cancer from that shit. You know what I mean? So that's just an example, but this is gonna be part one. I could ramble for another fucking like half an hour. So for this video, I'm gonna just say, you know, be hype for one day. Be hyper aware, but in a way that you're not paranoid or nothing. Just logically try to figure out, you know, what's happening around you. Try to decipher what's happening around you. Focus on your energy. Focus on your energy. Focus on your paths. You feel me? And let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. It's low key. I love y'all.